Welcome to chapter 2 of Scarlet Hollow, and the first thing we're doing is obviously opening our eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing, you're still alive, and for now you're safe. Your gaze wanders across the unfamiliar room to the window and the woods beyond, and you wonder if the monsters are lurking just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the comfort of your new friend's family home. You can't help but remember Duke, slumped against a tree, pieces of him scattered across the clearing. It's hard to forget. Hello? Knock at the front door. Your morbid thoughts are interrupted by a distinctly unhappy voice filtering through the house and past the closed door of your bedroom. Where in the hell is laundry? Oh, Tabitha. Oh, hey, Tabby. There's a fresh pot of coffee on the table if you want to come in. Now I'm just here checking on my cousin. Let's make this quick. I have a lot on my plate today. Don't let her in. She's going to make me leave. You're barely decent. It might be mildly scandalous if people saw you like this. Like, don't we have saunter out half clothed? Can't we just fully get dressed? Yes, finish getting dressed and calmly collect yourself. Yes, let's do that. She's gonna be upset anyway. Or sure you don't want to visit for a bit? You don't have to run around being the big boss this week of all weeks. You should let yourself. I'm fine, thanks. I think she just wants to keep herself busy. Lonnie, I know you're here. Where the hell are you hiding? I'm getting dressed, Tabitha. Give me a minute. Let her stew for a bit. Londi isn't here right now. Walk out to greet them. I'm gonna lie. You must think you're so funny. I'm coming in. You better be decent. Wait, I'm not done getting dressed. Gretchen! Oh my goodness. I simply must say, what a joy to see that you are finally up. I do hope you're well rested, and you don't mind our most unfortunate guest. It's okay. Sorry, Londi. Morning, how'd you sleep? I slept pretty well. Thank you for asking. Tabitha doesn't care. What exactly did the two of you get up to last night? I told you on the phone. Literally, I told you. We were hunting cryptids. We saw someone die. We talked to the police. We did a lot last night. And then we went to Sybil, where a crazy man named Wayne, he knew us, which made it very creepy. We went up to the woods to film a video. No, not that part. The cops called this morning and told me all about that. They did? What'd they say? Did they find Duke? They didn't find a body, if that's what you're asking. But apparently he never went home last night. What happened to his body? They had quite a few questions about you, Londi. But I just came in. I really have done nothing. Don't worry, I told me you were an upstanding citizen. Thank you, Tabitha. I appreciate it. You should remember that kindness the next time you think about blowing me off to spend the night with a stranger. But it's Stella and Gretchen. Tabitha leaves in a huff, leaving you and Stella to follow her back into the living room. Hey, don't be so hard on Londi. I asked her to crash here. And look, I don't care what the cops think, Tabby. There's something horrible out in those woods, and I don't think anyone in this room wanted Lonnie walking up the mountain alone last night. So, would you mind giving me a moment alone with my cousin? Please don't leave, Stella. Please don't leave. And while you're at it, please don't call me Tabby. We're not in high school anymore. Yeah, alright. You're not going to let her treat my dear Stella like that, are you, Londi? Of course not. We'll get rid of Tabby. Stella stays. Isn't this Stella's house? Why are you bossing her around? Okay, Stella, but I should probably talk to Tabitha in private. Stella stays. Yeah, look at that. Come on, Tabby. No berating guests in the Richmond household. Whatever. I don't really care if you're here for this. You've been in town for less than a day, and my stress is already through the roof. I mean, I get it. Stella got you all worked up, and you were too scared to walk home. Sure, whatever. That checks out. But I don't care if those woods are chock full of ghouls and ghosties. You had me worried sick. I texted you, and I called you. What more can I do, Tabitha? From now on, you're back at the stay by bedtime. No. You weren't gonna tell me what to do. Grown woman, Tabitha. No more impromptu sleepovers. You're not my boss. You can't run off as soon as I get here and hold me to a different standard. I watched a man die last night. It's probably a good thing to bring up. She's probably like, obviously, if you were home by bedtime, you wouldn't have seen that. There's actually something out there. I'm sorry it won't happen again. I'm sorry it won't happen again. Lie. You're not my boss. Oh, she's sad. I may not be your boss, but I am your host. And in a functioning society, guests treat their hosts with at least a modicum of respect. What'd you say so, Stella? I don't know what it's like in the city, but while you're out in the country staying under my roof, I expect you to treat my time with consideration it deserves from here on out. But I called you. I'm leaving. I already lost a good chunk of my workday coming down here. I expect to see you back at the estate tonight. We'll see. I may not. Depends on how the evening goes. Wait, Tabby, let me know if you're free sometime, okay? Tabitha sighs. They definitely know each other. You're relentless. We'll see, but don't get your hopes up. She's out. Hey, you good? Sorry about Tabby. She totally blindsided me. No, it's alright. That was so embarrassing. I can't believe she would do that. Don't worry about it. It's not the first I've heard Tabby choose someone out. It's okay, I guess. How are you feeling? Kudos for sticking up for yourself. That didn't seem like a fun time. I'm happy I stayed here, absolutely. Shouldn't have stayed here. I don't regret anything, but you're right, that sucked. I couldn't care less what Tabitha thinks. Or rather, just pretend nothing happened. I'm happy I stayed here with you. Me too. Yay! Anyway, sorry for the rude awakening. I've been up for a little bit, but was hoping to let you get a little extra sleep. But you're up now. We've got a full day ahead of us if we're going to get to the bottom of this. A full day ahead of us? That sounds like it's walking time to me. Hard agree. I've been itching to get to the library. Let's do a book smart. It seems to help. Awesome. That's exactly where we're heading. It sounds like Kaneeka's already there too. Oh, let me set up a group chat. What's your number? Exchange numbers. Group chat. Hopefully we can find out more about ditchlings from some of the older local books there. Also got a couple of threads cooking on my cryptid forums, but who knows if that'll pan out. Anyways, daylight's burning, so let's roll out as soon as you finish getting dressed. Can I eat first? Don't worry about it. I packed all sorts of snacks for the day. And Oscar totally won't mind if we eat at the library. Snacks? But I want a full breakfast, Stella. I want pancakes, syrup. Alright. But those snacks better be good. That's to get stressed. I bet they're fine. They'll be adequate. The walk to town was short. Stella's house is barely a stone's throw from what remained of Scarlet Hollow's once bustling main street. You shudder as you stare down the thoroughfare, both in the chill in the morning air and the all-too-present memories of everything you witnessed last night. You see that building labeled Town Hall? Yes, it's actually a library. Really? Well, it's also a town hall. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Why would it be labeled Town Hall then? That's just a small upstairs office nowadays. I guess this town's not what it used to be. That and our mayor's really into going on walks. I think there's actually going to be a meet and greet later this week. Could be just the pick-me-up we need with what everything's been going on. Stella made me fond of him. I certainly didn't vote for that beast. I love how Gretchen has opinions. Gretchen doesn't seem to care for him. Alright, I know you're joked about it a couple times, but now I'm actually starting to believe you can understand her. I can, though! Gretchen absolutely can't stand Mayor Jimmy. So cute. Oh, hey. Hey, Avery. Morning, Stella, and same to you, Londy. What's up, man? Speak of the devil, we were just talking about you. Coming from Stella, huh? Did y'all have the slumber party? We did! Sorry, y'all, but I'm actually a bit of a rush this morning. I really can't stop the chat. Why can't we tell them we did? I'll take me a bit to set up, so if you want to catch up with folks or grab something in the diner, you can meet me at the library when you're done. Oh, sure. Yesterday, you'll catch up with Avery and Sybil. Nah, getting an early start seems important. Oh, sure. See you in a bit, Stella. Let's do that. Cool. See you soon. Well, she's always has time to chat. She's very on top of what she's doing, Avery. Is she feeling okay? I think what happened really did factor, so I think she's really trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, Stella and Lonnie just got up to a bit of trouble last night, that's all. I don't know about trouble. Trouble found us, Stella? Or Sybil? You can't just drop something like that and leave me hanging. What happened, Londy? I guess I can tell him? Jeez, knows he much? No. Oh, sorry, I keep using him, but they use they-them pronouns. I hardly know you, so let's tell them everything. Stella and I went to the woods to try and find a skunk ape, but we ran into something way worse. Actual monsters. Sybil said they were called ditchlings. Whatever they are, they killed Duke and have been mutilating the local wildlife. Whoa, slow down. Duke is dead? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's true, I'm afraid. That's awful. Has anyone told Bo? I think Sybil was gonna do that. He's taking it as well as you can imagine. Oh, that must be so hard. I mean, going up to check in on him today, the poor lad. I can't believe you had to see that laundry. It was a lot, Avery, I'm not gonna lie. Tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. How about you swing by the diner? Winnie can fix you up some of Sybil's new blend, try to calm your nerves. That's so amazing. Thank you so much, Avery. It's chaga and lemon balm. It's always helped me in the bad days. I love how she constantly winks at us. Just if you need to talk about what happened, I'm all ears. Thank you, Avery. I knew we could be friends with you. Anyways, up to you. See you around, Londi. See ya, Sybil. Take care now, Avery. Tell Avery the truth, yeah. I'd better get back to it myself. Glad I was able to catch you this morning, only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. Thanks, Sybil, you're amazing. Wait, do you know anything else about ditchlings? Why doesn't anyone in this town seem to know or care that a man died? Seems like people care. Avery cared. Why doesn't anyone in this town seem to know or care that the woods are full of monsters? What is wrong with people here? That's a terrible thing to say. Anything else about ditchlings? I know you said you didn't know much beyond the stories, but I'm afraid that's still true, but I'm sure that you and Stella have what it takes to get to the bottom of things. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things I need tending to. Stay safe and God bless. Stella said you had some time to kill before she finished setting up. Oh, let's go to the diner. Avery said we can do that. I like that they're already sitting down and just chilling. The diner is a little quiet today, but the air is still heavy with the tantalizing smell of breakfast. Warn the patrons? No. They think I'm crazy. You slid into the booth. Get coffee date. Get coffee with Avery. Across from Avery. Hey there, stranger. Before you can exchange words, Winnie sidles up, a fresh mug of tea in hand. Thank you, Winnie. Heard you might need this. The answer 29 down is oink, by the way. What? But the clue is pen sound. Ah, like, you know, like pigs in a pen. How's that a sound a pen makes? Wait, pen like a pig pen. Yep. I'm not good at crosswords too, Avery. It's okay. Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to guess that? I don't know why you even bother with those things. They're just gonna frustrate you. It's just something to do to fill the time. But maybe you should switch to Sudoku. I love Sudokus. I'll help out. I'll help you with Sudoku. Winnie leaves Avery contemplating daily newspaper puzzles, returning to her seat behind the counter. So, thanks for telling me about last night. If you wanted to really get the grisly details, you can tell me. I won't judge. I don't know if I want to go super detailed. It's not the best thing to tell someone. Tell Avery about last night. Last night still feels raw. Let's try our tea first. It's like you're drinking mole as someone tried to unsuccessfully spruce up with lemon balm. What the hell is this tea? Politely put the tea down, never pick it up. Yep, doing that. But nobody needs to know that. I probably should have warned you about the tea. Chaga does not mess around. It's a fungus harvested from the local birch trees. It's supposed to be super healthy for you and it sure tastes like it. Healthy doesn't always mean the best tasting. It's a challenging drink. Why would you offer me this? I would have had orange juice, or normal tea, or even a coffee. Tell Avery about last night. Why don't we just talk? What if we just chat? It's totally free. What do you want to know? Have you lived here your whole life? Tell Avery the grisly details about last night. Alright, I should probably head out. Let's ask about their life. Now, I moved here from Charlotte. Gosh, 3 years ago now? Maybe a little more. I've lost track. Aunt Winnie. Oh, that's your aunt? Offered me a place to stay and a job. And who was I to pass on that sort of generosity? That's cool. To be honest, it still feels like I just moved in. Well, I'm here for the week, so you're more settled than I am. Practically everyone apart from the cool folks grew up in this town, so it's like I'm perpetually a new kid. So don't get me wrong. Folks here are plenty polite and friendly, but there's a shared history I'll never be a part of. Interesting. Why'd you leave Charlotte? If you don't mind me asking. That's cool. I was having some education disputes with my folks. Oh. They had thoughts on how my life was supposed to go and I had other plans. It wasn't great, especially since I was still stuck under their roof. But couldn't you just move out and then do whatever you want to do? I'm assuming you didn't want to go to college. Is that it? When my aunt heard about it, she offered me a job and a place to stay. And the rest is history. Winnie for the win. I get it. I felt out of place the whole time I've been here. Yeah. Sympathize. Folks in the hole have been plenty friendly, but life here is so different than what I'm used to. It's hard to explain, but I just don't feel like I belong. Exactly. There are worse ways to be, but I'm not sure I'll ever entirely feel like I belong here. Do you regret moving here? I don't think I have the choice to have second thoughts. I'm not going anywhere without Aunt Winnie. There's no way she's leaving this place. But do you like it here? That's the question. Alright, well, thanks for chatting. I appreciate it, Avery. Totally get that. My shift's about to start anyway, so perfect timing. And hey, look, I know you don't want to get into last night. I respect that, but I want to help if I can. Thank you, Avery. I will let you know when I am able to. Diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Perfect. Avery slips out of the booth, giving a friendly halfway before disappearing into the back. You leave the diner ready to continue your day. General store? I think we're good. Let's go to the library. Look at them back there. You enter the former town hall. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves, meaning rows and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. This is a good place. Oh, hey, you made it. Settle in with Stella and Kaneeka. Shush, tell it. We're not gonna shush her. That'd be so rude. Glad you found the place. Hey, Lonnie, you look tired. Well, Kaneeka, I've had a lot going on. I barely slept. You don't have to be rude about it. Remind me. My goodness, whatever happened to common decency? Thank you, Gretchen. Thank you for respecting me. Can't go around telling someone they look unwell. You look marvelous, Lonnie. Thank you, Gretchen. It was hard to fall asleep last night, all things considered. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'm sleeping when I can't sleep. I'm pretty amped up, actually. I've never done a Scooby-Doo before. Kaneeka, you can't just tell someone they look tired. It seems like Kaneeka's not sold on me yet. Or maybe it's just her personality. She's just very, like, to the point. It's very hard to fall asleep last night. Oh, what happened? With all those dreadful creatures in every nook and cranny. Corner is the one you got even a wink. I can't say I got a wink myself. Yeah, same. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Hi. Hey there, strangers. And literal stranger. Hello. Your library is incredible. I can't imagine how much work you would have to put in to maintain this sort of collection. This is not his library. Oh, thank you. Hey, Oscar, this is Lonnie, you know, Tabby's cousin. Did I say something wrong? I always should have known you were a Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. Look at this face. Everyone's just judging me. I was still a little kid when she left. That Scarlet resemble, it's strong. I'm Oscar Gutierrez, Chief Librarian and only librarian. Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library housed a couple of shelves of boring books donated by old people. Y'all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I want to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs around with. We haven't seen any kids lately, so. They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. What's the old Maxwell place? It's this great old abandoned spot. We used to hang out when we were teens. Oh. Can't believe it used to be so reckless. The floors there were like Swiss cheese. Not for me. I'm not going in. Should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. I don't like the thought of teens getting up to mischief with all those ditches in the woods. Let's not do that yet because he's not part of it. I'm sure she's fine. You may not want to let her run off like that anymore though. It's not as safe as it usually is around here. Kaneeka, don't scare him. He's a dad. He's obviously gonna be. Look at his face already. Or is that so? Kaneeka's right. There's some weird stuff going out in the woods. That's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of creatures called ditchlings? They're a type of cryptid that shows up around places on the brink of disaster. Just, you know, small little details. We're not gonna exaggerate things. They kind of look like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta. Kaneeka's mom told us about them last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods. Ditchlings. Doesn't ring a bell. Dang, worth a shot. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Where would I start looking? An encyclopedia? Like a previous thing? An almanac? I don't know. Back to the Future, the movie? The Simpsons? They tend to be pretty good at predicting the future. Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. I was close. Or should I be worried about something? I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna go grab some more books. Behave while I'm gone, Gretchen. Oh, you don't have to worry about her, Stella. You're such a good dog, aren't you, Gretchen? She is. Here, have a biscuit, old gal. Well, ain't you the sweetest thing on two legs? Gretchen inhaled the soft biscuit, drool leaking from her toothless mouth as she swallowed it whole. Empress Stella's barking up the wrong tree. Oscar, I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. You started it, though. You're the one that worried him in the first place. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's something definitely unusual going out in those woods. I don't believe there's supernatural stuff, but the woods aren't safe. I'm not going to tell him that the man's already dead. I'm not doing that. Because I feel like someone else should be telling him that. It's nothing that we can't get to the bottom of. Whatever's out there in the woods has been brutalizing the local wildlife. Get out while you still can. Let's be positive. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to try calling Rosalina again. How many times have you tried calling her? I'm sure she's fine, really. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Thanks, Kaneeka. Alana, if you see a 13-year-old girl with black braids and glasses, would you let her know her dad's worried about her? I'm not 13, but sure. I guess I don't have braids either. Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. All right. It's going to be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. Reading awaits. Booksmart, flip through historical building of Scarlet Hollow. I guess we can start there. Just the thought of reading a book like this would probably put most people to sleep. But if you got a mystery to solve, and to solve it, you need to know everything there is to know about this town. The Scarlet Estate, the Hiram Scarlet Memorial Hospital, the mines, the Tremaine Homestead, the Scarlet Hollow First Baptist Church, and Town Hall. Maybe the coal mines, because of that guy? The original mining facility is no longer standing, having been destroyed in the collapse in 1918. Though the new facility outfitted with all the cutting-edge technology of the industry, it in itself is a fine example of practical construction. The first iteration of the mining camp was a true product of its time, and what few photographs exist are an interesting peek back at a different era. Interesting. One can still visit the site of the original Scarlet coal mine, though all that remains are a few abandoned tunnels closed off to the public. What about my home? In argument, the most striking piece of architecture in Scarlet Hollow, and the most elaborate and elegant estate in the region prior to the construction of Biltmore in 1895. Andrew Jackson Scarlett chose this location to be atop a hill in Scarlet Hollow's geographic center, so it might be seen from the town below. Remains a constant reminder of the family who carved Scarlet Hollow from the wilderness and provided wealth and prosperity to its residents. Dang, I'm pretty paying this. I'm pretty important. Here in Scarlet Memorial Hospital. First used as a field hospital during the Civil War, it was named for Silas Scarlett's eldest son, who perished in a bloody conflict. It still stands at the end of what is now the residential district of Scarlet Hollow, and has served the health of the community for over 100 years. In the late 1800s, as the town prospered from a coal boom, additions were built onto the house, and it was opened as a change of air clinic, bringing in prestigious clientele from around the world. They believed the fresh mountain air would do them well, and Scarlet Hollow became a tourist destination for patients of all affiliations. The clinic still operates to this day as a doctor's office and stands a building of cultural significance. I'm done here. Maybe Appalachian, because it's mountains. I don't know. A few entries catch your eye. Oh, perfect. Mothman, a humanoid creature whose sightings are said to be tied to supernatural events. The Jersey Devil, a wyvern-like creature that haunts the New Jersey Pine Barrens. Ginseng babies, roots said to scream like infants if dug up. I know those is for the, were the mandrakes? That's what I think of. The Bell Witch, a particularly violent haunting in Tennessee. Hopskin goblins, small silvery creature that besiege a farm in Kentucky. Would that be it? They were kind of silvery. Wampus cat? Not really. A large cat-like creature with a loud howling voice. Tommyknockers? No. Cave dwellers. Talippo. Long tail. Let's try these guys. Oh, that's not it. Was a supposed close encounter with the extraterrestrials in the 50s near Hopskin, Kentucky. During the incident, 5 adults and 7 children arrived at the local police station claiming that a group of small chrome creatures had besieged their farmhouse. When police arrived on the scene, they found bullet holes and spent shells, but little else in the way of evidence. Skeptics suggest the family had simply misidentified a group of great horned owls. Even so, the incident remains one of the most thoroughly corroborated and documented cases of extraterrestrial contact. I guess we can try Mothman. Not really. Generally described as a humanoid with glowing red eyes, first spotted by a couple in West Virginia. It was encountered in the region several more times the following years. A silver bridge collapse in 1967 has been linked to a series of Mothman sightings, and it's said the presence of the creature serves as some sort of omen or was a catalyst that led to the disaster. Become an important aspect of Mothman, with sightings of the cryptid often taking as a sign that some great misfortune is soon to follow. Well, that's similar. We could try that, I guess. No. It's like a horse. Where this creature is said to have been born are far from the Appalachian wilderness. Sightings of the Jersey Devil have been documented all throughout the forest of the eastern U.S. According to popular legend, the Jersey Devil was born to a woman named Jane Leeds. Leeds, upon realizing she was pregnant with her 13th child and daunted by the task of giving birth yet again, cursed the child in her womb, proclaiming it would be the devil itself. Dang. Though born as a normal child, it quickly transformed, gaining a goat or horse's head, large bat wings, and a forked devil's tail. Kicking at the family, lashing out with its tail, it flew up the chimney and out into the night, disappearing into the Pine Barrens. That's crazy. One of the oldest cryptids in North American history, with sightings spanning back to the 1800s all the way to the origin of the myth in the late 1700s. It's said to move with incredible speed and is recognizable by its high-pitched, blood-curdling scream. We can try that. Yeah, it looks like a mandrake. It's safe to say life was hard in the South after the Civil War. The land and its people had been ravaged by conflict, and many turned to unusual industries to get by. One such industry was that of ginseng diggers, the sang diggers, as they were colloquially all known, who eked out a meager living for themselves by digging up and selling wild American ginseng. Myths surrounding sang diggers were plentiful, but most prominent among them was that of the ginseng baby. It was said that if you dig up a ginseng root on the night of the new moon, it will cry like an infant and leave blood in the earth when it's torn free. The parallels to European mandrake myths are clear, and it can be assumed this myth arose from cross-pollination from European immigrants. And perhaps on the night of the new moon, you should go out and dig up a ginseng root, see if it cries, and check the earth for its blood. For it could be that the myth spread not through legends passed down through immigrant families, but from the unsettling experience of those Appalachian foragers. History of Scarlet Hollow coal mines. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars. Exacerbated a short stint serving as a captain of Confederacy, Stella Scarlet also lost his eldest 2 sons, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, take charge of the mine. Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. managed to evade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with expensive stone buildings, a bustling main street, and overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet Estate that was, until 1895, the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region. Culminating in the tragic collapse in 1918, it was found that Charles Shaw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I. How? That sucks, man. You're not supposed to do that. Resulting in a fatal collapse and deaths of 160 men and boys, some as young as 10. His son passed away. His brother, Enoch V. Scarlet, who had taken over for their aging father during the bustle of the war, managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. So this is how your family made its fortune. I didn't want to know that. Silas Everett Scarlet was born to Colonial Everett J. Scarlet in 1818, one of 12 siblings. He grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the Army in 1836. He quickly rose to the ranks in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particular ruthlessness, for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet. The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. It would become Scarlet Hollow. It started as a simple log cabin built by Silas' own 2 hands, occupied by his family of 10, Silas, his wife, Mary, Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and bought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. I hate that. I hate that so much. He shouldn't do that. Thus he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. So he's like, oh, what do we have here? We have coal? I didn't know that. Let's check in. Alright, if we're going with Kaneeka's mom told us last night, I think we could rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? Hi! A handsome black cat leaves on the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Oh, hey, Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. Pixel, my dear friend. It's been too long. How have you been? Inappropriate, Pixel. Hungry. Did Stella bring the good stuff? Ah, don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Oh, yeah. Snack time. Crunch. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. No, just snacks. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. Hey, Pixel, what do you think about the monsters? Let's just do it. I would do the same. We saw in the woods. I'm an indoor cat. I don't know anything about no woods. I just hang out in the library, especially now that our house got haunted. Wait, haunted? Pixels. Let's not say Pixel said it. Your house is haunted. What? Hey, how'd you know? What? I just got the vibe. It's just the haunted vibe. We've been living in the library for a little bit. It's been great. Way more snacks, way more scritches. Except sometimes there's too much scritches. Hold up. What kind of haunting are we talking about here? Unexplained noises, objects appearing in strange and unfamiliar places. Oscar, don't get her hopes up like that. Nothing like that, sorry. The floor of my bedroom just keeps seeing blood. Oh, no big deal. And I've seen a strange figure in the hallway a couple of times. I'm leaving. You've seen a full body apparition? So it's probably just a dirty pipe or something. What if it's a ghost? It's worth looking into. Y'all are more than welcome to check it out. Maybe tomorrow night? Yes, we'll be there. Sounds like a fun way to spend an evening. Can't wait to get spooked by some creaky pipes. Why do you let a paper shredder freely wander our library? No, we'll leave. Pixel be. The cat curls up on the table fast asleep. Alright, I gotta get back to shelving. Let me know if y'all need anything. Perfect. Let's talk about historical buildings. Why not? A Scarlet Hollow. Did I say something wrong? Oh my god, you read that? Yeah, it's right in front of me. That book was assigned as punishment. We misbehaved in school. That's just some light reading. It's an excellent sleep aid. NyQuil and melatonin have nothing on historical buildings in Scarlet Hollow. Rumor has it nobody has read it from cover to cover. Neither did I skipped some pages. You guys are missing out. That's one of my favorite books here. Such a rich history. Thanks, Oscar. Guess we're just kindred spirits, Blondie. I'm kind of with them a little bit. I skipped some pages. I'm sorry. Yeah, I read that boring book. No, we're okay with it. If we're serious about solving this mystery, we have to learn as much as we can with town's past. Look, this town has deep lore, and I'm here for all of it. What happened to the estate? Even the hospital here is named after my family. About the coal mines. Did I say I read that book? I meant to say I tried to read it, but I fell asleep. Let's go with the lore. Oh, definitely. I brought this book here for a reason. I'm just surprised someone finally got through it. Again, Stella, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did skim it. So, what happened to the estate? Let's try that. Look at little Gretchen. At some point, the hill it was built on started falling apart. I think it's pretty stable at this point, though. Good, because I am literally like living in it currently. Is it still? Have you seen the place? And half of it is still mostly okay. It's not in the best shape. Hospital here is named after my family. I know it's in the name, but calling it as a hospital is generous. Right now, it's a one-woman medical clinic. Oh, dang. If any serious emergencies happen these days, we've got to call an ambulance from out of town. Wow, that must be crazy. That's where Reese and his mom live. She's a town doctor. Though these days she doesn't really see a lot of patients. Well, she can't do very many things. About the coal mines. Kaneeka visibly shudders. Do you not like the coal mines? I get cold sweat just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who work up there. I could never. Aw. Speak for yourself. I love a good crevice. What happened after the mine collapse? A union-busting mine collapsed from poor working conditions. Color me shocked. Maybe the ditchlings are here to foretell another collapse. What if the ditchlings are coming from the mines? What if there's something toxic in the mine poisoning the town? Wayne seems sick. I'm not sure how they tie it in, but the mines seem important. The whole town is built around them. The mine seems too obvious. It's gotta be something else. What happened afterwards? The book just kind of glosses over that. They're just like, why don't you know? There was a union for a little bit, but it didn't last. There's not a whole lot written about the past century here. Does anyone want to write about it? Seems like a very underrated market. Yeah, the Scarlet Hollow mine isn't exactly the most ethically run business. Take that back. Just kidding. No offense or anything. I'm sure Tabby runs mines better than Charles Shaw did. Still hasn't let the union in, though. That makes sense. For Tabitha, she wouldn't. I don't think she would. There's a reason she and I don't talk. Oh. Kaneeka doesn't like Tabitha. History tends to be written by winners. Maybe there's more to Charles Shaw's story. Huh. Then these dusty old books are letting on. Oh, so maybe like there's like a unwritten history? Is that what you're saying? What I'm saying? Normally I'd be inclined to agree with you there, but we're talking about an old-timey coal boss. I'd be shocked if he wasn't cutting corners. Lonnie does make a fair point. Shaw was certainly a problematic figure, but there might be other details that were lost to time. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, the history is written by the winners. So he wrote his own history. There could be plenty of things underneath that didn't make it to the history books. Sure, but the guy was run out of town on a rail. Oh, dang! Alright. And that's not a figure of speech. Back then, they actually tied you to a rail and ran you out of town. It's a big mural of it over the fall wall. I want to go see it. Can we see it? He got off easy if you ask me. We can try this one. Color me shocked. Yeah, it's pretty awful. That's what the sculpture out front is for, commemorating all the men and children who died that day. Aw. Every kid in Scarlet Hollow learns about the collapse in 1918. Our teachers love to emphasize how many children they had working down there, probably to try and show us how good we have it or whatever. Low bar if you ask me, absolutely. 100%. You know, that could be what the ditchlings are warnings about. Another collapse. Maybe, but we didn't find them in the caves though, or the mines. They were out in the forest. Writing it down on a list of potential disasters. She has a list. Yeesh, Stella, that's morbid. Besides, it was all Charles Shaw's fault. The labor market is way more strict now. There's no way you could get away with the kind of safety cutbacks he pulled. Tabitha feels like she really feels like she's taking care of it. So I don't think she would want to cut quarters. She's a very type A. I don't think she would. Y'all don't actually think the mine's about to collapse, right? No, Wesker. No, I don't think so. Phew, had me worried there for a second. I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mine is safer now. Exactly. Than it was back then. Still, what a horrible thought. You never know. I agree with Stella. Maybe the ditchlings are warning about another collapse. Whether the ditchlings are coming from the mines. But I like Stella. I'm sorry, Kaneeka. Look at that face. I really wouldn't put too much stock into that. You don't know. What? You don't know. Why would you say that? It could be. Any luck with Zelina? Not yet. I knew a team would be a handful, but I didn't think it would happen overnight. That's hilarious. I'll probably head out once y'all done. You're all done and check in on her usual haunts. Words. Stella, what were you saying about nuclear incidents? Just casually. You were talking about the Goldsboro thing, right? Haha, yeah. Apparently in the 60s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up midair and dropped a couple of bombs. Wow. Fascinating bit of history there. At first, the 2 bombs landed upright after his parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go off. Yes, very thankful. At the time, the government claimed the bomb was unarmed, but later it came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch which failed to trigger on the descent. Dang, that's a close one. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. So is it still in this town? Right, it's conventional explosive. It's conventional explosive is integrated in midair. Most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable by flooding. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up. That seems safe. I'm sorry, did you say they buried it? Oh, it's Gretchen. I'm sorry, did you say they buried it? Do y'all need something dug up? Because if so, I'm your gal. That was just so cute. Goldsboro is over 300 miles from here. I don't think we have to worry about that. I don't think disarming nuclear bomb is part of our skill set. So the nuke made the ditchlings. Not necessarily. I think it's a bit of a stretch. If the bomb is somewhere else, why would there be so many ditchlings here? Because I don't think it's the bomb that's brought them here. Oh god, we're screwed. Let's go with this. It seems far away, so I think we're fine. Yeah, that's fair. It wouldn't make sense for ditchlings to be here specifically if that was the case. Exactly, they would be there. We also really shouldn't be looking too much into this whole disaster angle. Whatever those creatures are, they're biological. Ooh, I like a biological person figures it out. You never know with radiation. We actually know quite a bit. It just melts you. It doesn't make monsters. And a 16-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. I love Stella. She's amazing. I've missed this. Do you think there's a cult here? Talk about Silas. Talk about Silas. What a revisionist biography. Really glosses over all the war crimes to paint a picture of a self-made man. At least we're able to make fun of our family. Perfect example why you should use multiple sources for your research instead of trusting the first thing you read on a subject. Preach, Oscar, preach. Yep, dude was a monster. Sorry related to him. It's okay, Stella. I didn't even know him. Do you think the ditchlings are here for retribution? I got it. It must be one of those burial ground situations, like in Poltergeist. This town is stuck in the past and built on atrocities. It's already practically collapsing onto itself, no offense. No, I don't want to insult them. They live here. He seems like a terrible person, but I don't see what that has to do with bad omens or creatures in the woods. I don't think he's really relevant to whatever's happening right now. Let's go with this one. Sally seems like a terrible person, but I don't see what that has to do with bad omens or creatures in the woods. I agree, we're talking about ancient history here. Yeah, we probably have better leads. It never hurts to have historical context. What do you think Wayne factors into any of this? I want to know about that dude. That creep who keeps coming around my mom's tea room? Yeah, he knew my name. And he was very creepy. He snuck up on us last night and called out Lonnie by name. Yeah, and I have not met him. There's definitely something wrong with him. I guess that's fair. Maybe he's sick. Maybe that has something to do with what you saw in the woods. I don't know. I'd buy it. Immediately writes it down. That's our Stella. Appalachian folk monsters. So, Appalachian folk monsters. Hopkinsville goblins were silvery small and traveled in a pack. There's a lot of similarities to ditchlings there. Small traveled. But the ditchlings were kind of big, though. Do you think the ditchlings are Tommy knockers? Do you think Wayne's a Tommy knocker? Similarity to Mothman and ditchlings. Where is a Jersey Devil even in this book? I've never heard of ginseng babies. We could try this one. There's a lot of similarities to ditchlings there. Those are 100% confirmed aliens, though. Unless what? The Hopkinsville goblins were just a couple of owls. Some drunk farmers saw at 3 a.m. They're not aliens. Before you say it, no, ditchlings aren't aliens either. Doesn't matter if either of them are aliens. What matters here are the similarities. The whole implanting thing, what we saw last night, feels consistent with stories about aliens. Oh, that's a good one. Who's to say ditchlings aren't aliens? It seems more plausible than them being supernatural. Aren't aliens supernatural? Or are supernatural mostly like ghosts? All I'm saying is that there's precedent for this physical description. It's a starting point. Very matter-of-factly. We have a starting point, gals. We got it. Let's go with this one. Writing it down. Doesn't matter if the goblins were actually aliens. It doesn't matter if ditchlings are aliens. What matters here are the similarities. Alright, I can respect that. But even if the hop-skinned goblins were ditchlings, there's not a whole lot to go on there. That's a big if. I'd probably rule out the whole portent of doom thing. I'm already ruling that out. We can ask about Tommy knockers. What's with the whole warning thing? Get that, but Tommy knockers live in mines. That's like their whole thing. Or we were just talking about mines. I'm gonna write it down though. Tommy knockers are literally just the sounds that happen when a bunch of rocks and wood are about to collapse. Are they? Or are they the sound of mysterious creatures pounding on the rocks, supporting them with hammers that cause a collapse? You never know, Kaneeka, you never know. Simply no way to know. The Mothman, apparently. Both of them are portents of doom. Love that guy. It's a whole subgenre of cryptids that serve as bad omens. The disaster angle is definitely a clear connection. Kaneeka's like, you're my friend, but I don't agree. Maybe Mothman is what happens when ditchlings all grown up. I didn't think of it that way. But they're already reproducing. And they don't have wings, and they're pale and blobby. They have a certain caterpillar vibe, don't they? Why am I engaging with you on this? Portents of doom aren't real. Jersey Devil. The Pine Barrens are specifically not in Appalachia. Because he's cool. The Jersey Devil is like the granddaddy of North American cryptids. It is kind of close to Appalachia. Back when I was a kid, I always wanted one as a pet. Obviously, Stella, I could see that for you. Stella, that beast will tear you to shreds. I'm all the pet you need. All we need is Gretchen. That's all we do. And I've never heard of ginseng babies before this. Oh yeah, that myth is pretty buried. The author managed to unearth it from this book. Kaneeka? What's wrong? Get it? But seriously, whoever wrote this book definitely stretched things out so they could include some of their favorite stuff. Like how the Jersey Devil is in it. Got it. Have you seen what ginseng roots look like though? Creepy stuff. Creepy but incapable of screaming. That's one of those things that even I don't buy into. Got it. If Stella doesn't believe it, I don't believe it. Let's move on. The Mayans are an obvious common thread. Let's go with that. Between Wayne, the old collapse, and the fact that the whole town's practically been built around them, they're the smartest place to start an investigation. Good idea. There's an awful lot of mines-related stuff in my notes we can poke around. Find out if anyone's seen anything weird. Just to clarify, you two are suggesting we go to question some of the miners, right? We're not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? We could do both. We could start with questioning. Right? But Stella wants both. Yeah, totally, 100%. I would never. We don't even have a good reason to go down there. Good, let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines. I promise, Neeks, we're just gonna question some of the miners. And if that questioning gives us good reason to poke around, say a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You can cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm not going underground. What if you just wait outside? I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface. Yeah, and hopefully we can find out what happened to Wayne while we're at it. Maybe Tabitha can help us out. Hopefully this means I can get a chance to get to know Tabitha a little better. I'm sure Tabitha's gonna love that we're snooping around. Oh, she would hate it. Let's try to stay under the radar. Maybe she'll help us? I feel like she would want, like, permission. She would be like, I need to know about this. Nope, I don't think she'd be super jazzed to see anyone snooping around the mines. I can't imagine what she'd do if we actually bothered her while she's trying to run the place. She just get a little grumpy when she's at work. She gets grumpier at work. I'm pretty sure snark is that girl's baseline level of existence. Chatting over dinner might be a better way to get to know her. Ah, interesting. Should I invite her out? We're okay eating boxed mac and cheese. What did we have at this? Was it like PB&J or something we had at the mansion? We can sneak around the mines, no problem. I'll make sure to keep my eyes peeled for her. She will know we're there. Look at us going on a caper together. I missed this. I missed it too. I mean, sure, it's not the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store, I didn't realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Oh, it's so sweet. Though there is something missing. What's missing? Reese. Who's Reese? I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately? Nope, I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. Aw. I didn't realize it was getting too bad, that poor guy. I feel like a third wheel. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Londe. Oh, that's good. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it. Alright, let's roll out. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Bye, Oscar. Thanks, guys. I'll keep you posted. I'll do my best. I'll keep an eye out for Rosalina. I don't know what she looks like, but I'll keep an eye out. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. Unlike several of the other entries in historical building Scarlet Hollow, this one still looks mostly like it did in the book. Breeze, it's Stella. I brought some buddies too. Hi. Not so loud, he's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you. Maybe we should leave. She doesn't seem like she wants us here. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. We're just going to the mines. I'm not gonna wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. That's fair. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now. Anyways. Well, we can, like, take him and have him sit outside. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Londe would get along super well too. That's me. Lie. Wow, you really done an incredible job maintaining this place. Hi, I'm Londe, Vivian's kid. Stella, if Reese is that sick, we shouldn't be dragging him along on adventures. No. Yeah, nothing strenuous here at all. Let's go with this one. Hopefully it doesn't sound sarcastic. Excuse me? You have a nice place. Oh, don't mind Lonnie. She's just a big fan of historical buildings. The Scarlet Hollow. You know, we just like your place. It's in the book. Dr. Kelly looks you up and down. You don't think you've done anything wrong, but she's certainly making you feel like you have. I've just said I liked your place. Oh. She turns her back to the house side. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses both of you too. She sighs again, as if deciding what to finish her thought. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We could have some supper, and y'all can hang out for a bit. Oh, yeah, I understand. She's just trying to be a good mom. I don't promise he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too, Lottie. Thank you, Dr. Kelly. That would be great. I can bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs? Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay. I'll just come with a good stomach ready to eat. Okay, I'll bring soda then. I don't know about soda. That's not... Okay, yes, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale preferably. How about a Sprite? I will leave the dog at home. But Gretchen, She might cheer him up, you know? They have those therapy dogs in hospital. No dogs. Fine. Why, I never, the absolute girl. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. Kaneeka's so scared. Well, stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place can be heard from within. She's like, they're gone. God, that one makes me so nervous. Remember, she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. What happened? She always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Yeah, she's just the only one taking care of her son who seems to have, like health issues. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry. I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. No worries. Cool, I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Londi. I won't be offended rather ride with Kaneeka. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. I want to go with Stella. Either way works for me. Why not drive up with Kaneeka? Ride with Kaneeka? Walk with Stella? Stella. We'll meet you there. We want to go out, get some our walk on. Our hot girl summer walk? The woods are calm and serene compared to last night, but you can't help but get the feeling that danger lurks just beyond the trees. Hey, thanks for coming along with us. With Gretchen, I mean. Absolutely. I hope I haven't seemed too cold about everything that happened last night. The truth is that I'm barely keeping myself together. I'm so glad we came. We can talk to her about it. I just don't know how to let it out. You should yell. Yell into the woods. Duke died out there last night, and I can't stop thinking that it might have been my fault. How was it your fault? If only I died for that flashlight. If only I didn't drag you along into the woods. No. He was out there already, so that's not you. So whatever happened last night, you did nothing wrong. I just wish she could understand that. She's such a good girl. Stella pauses, searching for what to say. It's like there's this guilt boiling under my skin, but the only way I can process what's happening is by turning off the part of me that feels things. No, you need to feel stuff and process them. If not, it just kind of stays there. You never get over it. When I'm around other people, it's like I think of Duke dying as just a thing that happened. Like it's just part of another video. Aww. Because if I actually admit to other people that I feel something, then I have to admit to myself that what happened is my fault. It's not your fault. 100% not your fault. Of course it's not your fault. I don't know how to break this to you, but if you didn't hesitate last night, we all might have gone. Excuse me? I would never blame her. You were so cool and collected this morning. What happened? What happened, but we can move forward together. Toughen up. I can't have you falling apart on me this week. Of course it's not your fault. It's nobody's fault. It's my fault. It's Gretchen's fault. It's Tabitha's fault. It's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault. You and Gretchen have gone into those woods at night dozens of times by yourselves. Nothing like this has happened before. How could you have known? Thanks, Lonnie. I think I needed to hear that. Yes, absolutely. Excuse me? The conversation comes to a dramatic halt with you, Stella, and Gretchen all whirling around to face the source of the sound. A bird. Let me at it. I can get it. Back off, bird. This is my stick. Oh, it's the bird! Whoa, calm down, girl. It's just a bird. This is sketchy to me. The same probably goes with the two of us, haha. I guess we're all a little on edge. Let's hurry to the mine. It shouldn't be much farther. Hey! Kaneeka casually leans against her van as you and Stella emerge from the woods. Hey! You all have a good walk? We did. We saw a bird. Bird was sassing Gretchen over here. Yeah, it was great. I mean, not that you were missing out or anything. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? We did not. Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. Relieved. That way we can walk through the woods without worrying about it. But we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we could just go talk to people. I guess so. But how do we make sure that Tabitha is not watching? She'll probably be on lookout duty. Perfect. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines. Tabitha? Yeah. I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or too many. And Gretchen makes it hard to be sneaky. Extra hard to be sneaky. What can I say? I thrive in the limelight. I can see that for Gretchen. She's perfect. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. If Stella's on lookout duty, only one of us is going in. What's the third person doing? I think I'm the one of us you're talking about. I've got this. I'm not interested in sneaking around. I'm gonna go find my cousin. Talking to people scares me. Same as an introvert. You should do it, Kaneeka. Let's do it ourselves. I've got this. Yeah, everyone's happy. Hey, look at her. You'll do great. Thank you. So, the plan. You know those cheesy old rom-coms where somebody wears an earpiece in their first date? Well, do you have some kind of surveillance set up in the back of your van? That I didn't know about. What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group call. Perfect. Hands you a pair of earbuds. Plugging them in. We can feed you questions if you get stuck. And Stella can give you a heads up, a tap with his headed your way. Perfect. Dang, I missed doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Oh, thanks. I do my best. I think I'm the Kaneeka of the group, honestly. In real life, between Kaneeka and Stella, I'm the Kaneeka. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? Yeah, let's do it. Stella and Kaneeka break off, leaving you alone at the entrance of the mines. Your phone buzzes. Hey, can you hear us? Try saying something. You're loud and clear. When people notice I've got earbuds on? You're loud and clear. Cool, same goes for you. Nothing to do now but enter the worksite. Let's go. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. I'm in. Alright, Morpheus, good to know. So who do we want to talk to? Approach the nearest group of miners. Go straight to the main office. No, let's go here. Miners. Hey guys. You approach the nearest group of miners, a blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Are you the old-timer? Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zax. You got a reason bothering us? Hey, I'm Tabitha's cousin. See anything weird lately? Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? So, what do you think of Tabitha? Y'all should get out of town. So I met this guy on the bus, and he left, I think, peanuts. Wayne. Yeah, we knew him. Knew? He was such a cut-up. Miss that dude. What happened to him? The miners shift for a moment, uncomfortably glancing at one another. Isn't that the guy y'all said was what? He's gone, that's all that matters. So something happened with him here at the mines. Press them. What happened to him? What are you, some sort of cop? No. I just came off the street. Just decided to hang out at mine. Yeah, I'm a cop and I'm looking into whatever happened to Wayne. I don't think we should tell them we're a cop. Everyone's gonna feel like we're a cop and not talk to us. So let's just tell them what happened. Hey, Zax, come on, dude. Now I've been here decades longer than you, and I know bait when I see it. Let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyways. Sorry. That guy was a jerk. The miners pack up their things and leave. Next group. You head over to the next group of miners. Hello? You stop in your track, a shiver running up your spine as an unfortunately familiar voice calls out to you. Dude, you shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. Wayne, what are you doing with the thing on your face? Attack him. Run. Stop stalking me. Why are you following me? Do you need help? Ghost! Why are you following me? You don't have to be afraid of me. Well, maybe take off the mask. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. Well, thank you, but tell me what's going on. Before you can say another word, the figure is gone. Hey, Lon, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you. Static? Oh, don't mind me. Our new friend just stopped by to say hello. Whoa, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? So she did see him. He told me to stay at that stay for the rest of the week. I wonder why. This just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Talk to Tabitha. I wonder why. That'd be safe there. Why would he tell me that? What the hell is it supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right? The plot thickens. I'm not sure, like... This time I didn't get as weird of a vibe than I did last time with him. This just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Let's go with that one. Wayne trying to make me leave just means that we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Whoa, so brave. Yeah, this is not me in real life. I'm out. Heck yeah, Lana, we got your back. Another group of miners. Hey guys. Hey there. Can we help you with something? Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? I saw him just now. He muttered some creepy stuff to me and disappeared. I'll be honest. I knew he probably just got back to camp after whatever he went off to do. Hold on a tick. Creepy isn't exactly his MO. You know that, Isaacs? How do you know it was Sam Wayne? I don't recall seeing your face around here before. The name on his jacket just like yours. That's what the folks at the general store have been calling him. Let's go with the jacket. It's like yours, say Smith. So do all our jackets, but if I switch with Isaac, that doesn't make me Isaac's. No, it's gotta be him. There's no way he's dead. They thought he was dead? You really think he's running around town, creeping on strangers, ignoring his friends and co-workers? Seems more likely to me that somebody took care of him, so to speak, and is running around in his clothes. Whoa. The miners stand in silence for a moment, considering what they've just heard. That's not possible. That's ridiculous. This is messed up. It is, Rodriguez. Tell me what happened to it. But who would do something like that? I don't know. Why don't you ask his girlfriend? Girlfriend? Do you think? No way. Just saying, he wasn't exactly the first fellow to fall for her, chance. Who is it? I'll talk to her. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. Lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Dang, who are they talking about? I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Who, Isaac? Who? Who is Wayne seeing? Let's go with that. Whoa, now, if you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wasp's nest. Forget we said anything. I don't want to be next on the chopping block. Okay, just leave it, I guess. I won't press you on it. Good. Last time when I pressed, they told me to F off, so not a second time. Have you fellas seen anything out of the ordinary? Weird, how? Weird animal sightings, odd noises, people getting sick, knocking in the mines. That's all on that front. That's all on that front, thanks. People getting sick? The boss looks out for our health. Good. Weird animal sightings? Strange question. We don't exactly get out much. You're literally outside. What does it have to do with Wayne? Odd noises in the woods? Nothing but screech owls. Knocking in the mines? I don't think so. Can't hear down there. It's all on that front, thanks. Anything else? What do you guys think about Tabitha? Now, why would you go and ask questions like that? Are you trying to insinuate something? Horrible woman. Oh, right off the bat. Alright. Now, fellas, let's not go besmirching the fine gentle lady. If Smith is right, she's got a lot to answer for. Alright, fellas, I think we better cool it and get back to work before any of us say something we regret. Probably right. Do you want to talk to me? Should we check in? Just a heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main office. It might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a warning Tabitha comes out. I want to try and talk to one last group of miners. Let's try. She might be upset with us, whatever. Good luck. Going around asking questions, huh? Hey, Tate! Ah, he's such a cool dude. You don't look like you're from the inspector's office. What can you tell me about Sam Wayne? Oh, ho, ho, he got himself into trouble, didn't he? Why, you seen him around? What's that young buck up to? What do you think he's been up to? What's he been up to? He's been following me. I think he's been doing a slasher movie, but in real life. I think he might have been murdered. That's a lot to say, and someone's going around wearing his bloody clothes pretending to be him. I've heard from some of the other folks in camp that he had a nasty spat with an ex. Yeah, let's see if they'll tell us. And disappeared not long after. Ha! You mean the boss? Tabitha? Far as I know, that never ended. Are they still an item? Stella audibly gasps. Yeah, I figured he just ran off to live in that big mansion with his belle. Well, it's only me and Tabitha up there. I thought a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. Tate, she is my cousin. I just want to clarify that. Oh my god, gross. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed a slight bit of interest in you, or any woman at all. Oh, fair enough. But I suppose this begs the question, did she run him off, or did some jealous SOB oust him? Did she run him off, or did someone else do it? Are you talking about Tabitha, or are you talking about Pearl Ann? So, did she run him off with Tabitha? Or maybe her mom? Lord, no. Even Wayne has some standards. No, I'm talking about little Miss Tabitha. Ah. Not that old lady Pearl Ann didn't have her day. Have you noticed anything strange around here? All kinds of weird stuff happens in these hills. What sort of weird do you mean? We're going through our list again. Animal sightings. I saw a raccoon with a big old tumor last week. Spooked me something awful. That's what we saw with the ditchlings. That's nature for you, not always pretty. That wasn't a tumor, it was an egg. There are these things in the woods laying eggs in the animals. I knew it. I knew there was something weird about that raccoon. He's like, this is not normal. I know something's off. I believe it. There's things out in them woods nobody's ever seen before. It's still wild country, even if we've carved it into pieces. I know I, for one, ain't gonna go near them trees until some scientist folks come and sort out whatever's going on there. Why don't you move? Maybe I should cash in some sick days and go see my cousin Asheville, just to be on the safe side. Dude, I would do that. Just get out of town. Noises in the woods? All the time. Howling, screaming, all sorts of fiendish caterwauling. Probably just screech owls and bobcats, you old coot. Might be, might not be. But I heard something the other night that sent the fear of God shivering down my spine, I tell you. What was it? So it's probably ditchling, your friend is right. I saw what made that sound. Should we go for it? Let's go with that. I saw the creatures that made that noise, pale, hairless, and horrible, misshapen with little twisted up faces. They think I'm crazy. The two men stare at you, a look of disquiet in their eyes. I ain't never heard anything like that up here. Damn, that almost sounds like a ditchling. He knows. My grandma used to tell me stories about them when I was a little kid. I guess it's not just my mom. Knocking in the mines. You asking us if you heard the Tommy knockers? Of course we had. We're old timers. All us who was here from the machine got brought in. Before the machine got brought in and know the Tommy knockers. What a nuisance. Always stealing my hammers. They believe in all this stuff. It's true I had a pickaxe stolen too. And when you heard knocking coming from one of the old tunnels, it was enough to make a man pray. Dang. I bet it's very scary because you're like, oh, is this really going to cave in on me? Looks like I figured out what to do for my next video. You better not be thinking going to those old mine shafts alone. I could always use a partner in crime. I would volunteer, but I also don't want to go into the mines. I'm going to wind up going down there with you, aren't I? People getting sick. I mean, some of the older miners, sure, but I wouldn't call that unusual. Cool. Thank you, guys. You're probably the best group of miners I've met. Sure. What do you think of Tabitha? She like pops around the corner. The two men shift uncomfortably. Not the kindliest woman I've ever met. She runs the place all right. Tell that to all the boys she's been laying off lately. Ah. Keep going around saying that and see how long till you're one of them boys. All I have to say is a mine that's doing well doesn't go around laying off its workers for no reason. Ah, that's fair. Maybe she's having financial issues though. I'm not so sure any of us are gonna have jobs in a few years. Tate, you're a damn fool. You're gonna be next if you keep up that kind of talk. So be it, but a man needs to speak his mind sometimes. You do it, Tate. That's all, thank you. My pleasure. If that Wayne keeps bothering, just let us know. We'll whip him into shape. Lonnie, I think we have a problem. No! Hi. Hi. What the hell are you doing here? Oh crap, good luck. Sorry, Londi. And that's our cue. Pardon us. We shouldn't be here. This place is dangerous. Why can't you just stay in this state and stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? And what is that ridiculous thing doing in your ears? Are you trying to record my employees? No. I use these because I like music and I like listening to it when I'm walking and talking to people. Are you trying to record me? No. She snatches the earbuds out of your ears and throws them to the ground. Typical phone-addicted city dweller. Exactly. That's it. You understand. And I have a meeting in 5 minutes. I can't even drive you back. Okay, look. I don't want you wandering anywhere else. Just stay here for an hour. I can take you back to the state as soon as my meeting wraps up. Sure, you do you. Can you please do that for me? You were dating Sam Wayne. Oh, ho, you're one to talk. Yeah, explain to do. I need you to take what's going on right now seriously. I need you to take me seriously. I just want to spend some time with my favorite cousin. I'm not gonna throw Stella and Kaneeka down the under the bus. Let's see if she will admit it. What happened to him? Excuse me? I'm not dating anybody. I don't even know a Sam Wayne. Whoever's been telling you this is clearly trying to spread rumors to hurt my character. Who said that? What names? Sure, Tate, Johnson, and Isaacs. Just throw them all under the bus. I would never. You know, those guys. The other ones in that other little group. Wait, Tate was this guy. No, I like Tate. Tate's my favorite person. Nope. What, you think I'm just gonna rat them out? Tabitha, he's been following me. Why? Tell me the truth. We can sort that out. Let's do this one. How should I know? I don't know what these people told you. I'm sure it's all BS. I don't involve myself with their lives. Okay. You think a bunch of miners on break are just gonna be honest with a random stranger that wanders into their camp? You're more naive than I thought. I need to get to my meeting. You do that. Just stay here until I come get you, and do not move a muscle. I moved. Oh, and if you don't want to be followed by some weirdo, just stay home. That's fair advice. You pick up Kaneeka's earbuds. Sorry, I wasn't able to give you a better warning. You good? Yeah, I'm good. I've been better. Let's just meet the van. I'm good. Hi. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. There's a child. Hello? A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. Hey, I think I saw Rosalina. Is that Rosalina? What is she doing here? She's doing a delinquency. She's probably fine. Kids will be kids, am I right? I'm going after her. We should call Oscar. Let's go after her. Good idea. We'll try and catch up with you. I don't want to go to the mines. You rush over the hill and get your bearings. The sound of active mining fades into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. I'm assuming she's this way. It's literally doot, 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 that way. She didn't. Oh, she did. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. Yet not the best place to hide. And honestly, her dad needs to know about this. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Just a, young kid, young teenager. Have teens always been like this? I feel like I really missed out. I guess we should go after her, right? Wait outside? We should go after her. She can get hurt. Yep. Yeah, let's head in before someone gets hurt. Oh, you sure you want to tag along, Neeks? Lonnie and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Aw, that's nice, Kaneeka. Even if that means I have to go underground. Let's just stick to the surface. We'll try to avoid going down. Stella and Kaneeka disappear into the mines. Before you fall, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Tabitha, she told us not to move. We moved. But I feel like she would want to know. Be like, hey, I know you're in your meeting. I'm about to go into a mine because I saw a kid run into it. Just a heads up, we're doing it right now. If you have any questions, I might lose reception, but you know where we're at. Bye. Let's just leave a voicemail. It's fine. You pull out your phone, dial your cousin. Oh, she picked up. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? I can't promise that. God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you're listening. Great. I'm glad you know, Tabitha. I called as a courtesy, but I'm not going to wait around for you. I will happily wait. I do not want to go in there. No need to be snarky. I'll wait. Calling you as a courtesy. I swear to God. I'm sorry, but mine's made up. Can't change it. You hang up the call. Follow Kaneeka and Stella into the mine. Take a deep breath and follow your new friends into the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over, your legs bent into a painful squat as you begin to navigate into a maze of corridors. This is never my problem. I'm short enough that I walk underneath most trees. My boyfriend has to like bend his head down. I just cruise on by. Hey guys, you made it. I told you she would. I just wanted to make a quick call and give Tabitha the 411. Hopefully you guys are okay with that. You didn't. I was hoping we'd be able to get Rosalina out of here without anyone calling the cops on her. Tabitha's not the cops. Or us. Tabitha better not try to have us arrested for trespassing. I can't promise that, honestly. I wouldn't worry about her calling the cops. I've snuck into the mines dozens of times, and she's never called the cops on me. That's because you two have a weird thing. What weird thing? I'm pretty sure Tabitha actively hates me and believe me, that feeling's extremely mutual. Well, what matters is that the gang's all here. We'll find Rosalina in no time. Let's go. Okay, the deeper you progress to the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Why would you want to even be down here? Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. It's cramped down here. Does anyone else's chest feel tight? You should step outside, Kaneeka. I certainly can't say I'm one for dark and stuffy places. It seems much more suited for a cat, if I do say so myself. Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be, and this one's really bad. You know, because of the child miners, or should I say the miners. It's hilarious. She visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes with dead child laborers while walking on their graves. 100% true. I take back my laughs. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. Stella, don't do that. You don't want to do that. I actually snuck down here a few times to try and get some good footage. Part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella. Things you do for your viewers. Did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. Alright. Stella pauses, sound rushes overhead. Oh my god, what was that? The mine's gonna collapse. We're all gonna die here, aren't we? Kaneeka, step outside. You're freaking me out. Stella sighs longingly. That's just how it sounds down here. Sounds so disappointed. This brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I had finally found a spooky ghost, there wound up being an unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. Local wildlife. Stella turns her flashlight up toward an alcove overhead. Say, what's the big idea? Yeah, we're sleeping here. Shut the light off, you nosy. I am so sorry for my companion. Stella means well, I assure you. Oh, Gretchen. Those guys got me real good last time I was here alone. Oh, they're the same place. I'm sure you're quite worried about me after my behavior last night, Londi. But let that interaction be assurance that my temper is most wholly under control. I wouldn't dare venture with my safety in my Stella's arms in a horrible place like this. Good, Gretchen. I want to make sure you're safe. Oh my god, there are bats down here. I'm gonna get rabies, aren't I? I'm gonna get rabies and die in a mine collapse. Kaneeka, step outside. You need to get out. You holding up okay, Neeks? Yes, sir. I'm just a little on edge. Stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. It better not be the Tommy knockers. What was that? That was death! Of that I'm certain, Gretchen, not you two. That was... I have no idea what that was. Is it like a knocking to you guys? It sounds like rocks shifting somewhere deep in the mine. We should be careful. Let's go. Let's just hurry up. Let's just hurry and find Rosalina. Let's just do that. Let's just book it. Yeah, agreed. The sooner we get out of this death trap, the better. Gosh, I wonder if those sounds are Tommy knockers. Okay, no, Tommy knockers are not real. They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? Kaneeka, this is not for you. I'd love to spend some extra time poking around down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. The three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Now that wasn't Tommyknockers. It came from this way. Follow me. Let's go. We follow Stella further into the mine. You have like 5 kids down here. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. A group of teens turn and stares at you with annoyance. What the hell are you doing in here? What the hell are you doing here, you creeps? Are you stalking us? You're not even supposed to be here, pretty girl. Yeah, crepes, plaid girl. Oh, yeah, whatever. I just said that, Alexis. If I want an echo, I tell you in the Grand Canyon. If I wanted an echo yell into the Grand Canyon, what are you, 5? What are you guys doing down here? This is the most miserable place I've been in my entire life. We're here to make sure you don't hurt yourselves. Your dad's looking for you. Chill out, Kaneeka. They're just teens. Let them have their fun. Let's check out this one. This place isn't miserable. It's cool and rad. And stuffy and a mine. Who the hell are you exactly? That's Lonnie, Tabby's cousin. Rosanna, your dad's worried sick about you. And if you ask me, he was right to worry. Why the hell would you think hanging out in an old mine would be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? Because no one usually comes in here, duh. Everyone knows we hang out at the Maxwell place now, so we have to find a new hideout. So you try to find the worst of places, which you instantly found. So I guess we have to find an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. Just go to someone's house. Hang out in the basement. I don't know, there's so many other things you could do. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. Maybe you should look up the word harassment and then compare that with parenting. You tell me what the answer is. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. Yes, you do. He's your father. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Do you kids have school tomorrow anyways? It's fall break. And we're not kids. We're teenagers, Stella. Yeah, we're teens. Young pups these days. Absolute respect for the elders. You tell them, Gretchen. You tell them. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Most of the teens avoid eye contact. The quiet one in the back tries to melt into the cavern wall. It's you, isn't it? Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be. It's me. What have you been doing here? Becca's right. It sounds to me like you're stalking, harassing, and all that. Do you know him? You're supposed to be minding the store. Dude, you're so caught. It's not like anyone even comes in on Tuesdays. The mom's there, so it's fine. You're so caught. Eyes dart uncomfortably around the cavern as Kaneeka tears into her brother. It's not fine. It's actually not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school so you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it. What would Dad think if he could see this? Stealing booze from the family store to around in an abandoned mine. Dude. It's tough. She has to like grow up so quick. And her mom's older and she needs help, dude. I mean, this is where you're at? Dad's dead with Kaneeka, but if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. She's handling everything, bro. Look at you now. What if this what if this, literally this, broke down? All this will snap on top of you. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere nobody's supposed to bother us? Miles, don't try and twist surrounding your sister. I'd love to help y'all sort this out, but can we maybe not do it in a abandoned coal mine? Can you at least do your underage drinking somewhere a little safer? Kids have had their fun. Let's defend her. You're down here drinking with kids as young as 13. That's messed up. How old are you? Whatever. Are you older than 13, bro? That's creepy. Don't talk about us like we aren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. I didn't ask you. I wasn't talking to you. Don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. We're perfectly capable of taking care of ourselves. We don't need a bunch of sad 20-somethings telling us what we can or what we can't do. Well, we should act like adults. If you did, I wouldn't have to tell you to do something. Sad 20-somethings? Hey, I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? My Stella can't possibly sad with me around. How absolutely rude. These pups need to learn some manners. Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Don't listen to them, Stella. Anyway, my dad's actually a foreman in the continuous mining facility. And he says they only abandoned this area because there wasn't enough coal left. Oh, Becca, you want to listen to your dad about that, huh? How about you listen to us and get out? Tabby's gonna come here, and she's gonna be upset. And she's gonna fire your dad on top of that. Not because it was dangerous or anything, so we can hang out here anytime we want. Yay, Tabitha with a creepy smile. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. I told you! We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. Huh? Told you, Becca. What? Oh, hey, Tabby. Kaneeka sighs. It's probably for the best that she's here. Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh, come on. This place is way dirty. Check it out. Dude! Are you kidding me? The teen with the beanie jumps and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realized how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. High schoolers. Like, come on. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. Are you a middle schooler? The other 8th graders were totally immature. She's so old for her age. I like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too. Ooh, Alexis likes you. Enough. Damage is already done. Now leave. Tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. Can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. I'd like to see the sun again before I die. Ah, come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. I used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation with what the whole ditchling thing. But outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? We're adults. We can do that, Tabitha. Or Stella, we can do that all the time. I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It's entirely within my right to tell them to leave. Much like it is entirely within my right to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mines not a clear enough message for you? Don't be like that, Tabitha. Let her stay. Not in here, obviously, but let her stay. Hell yeah, Tabitha, tear her to shreds. Whatever, Becca. Tabitha shoots Becca a furious glare. Yep, fear her. Like we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Why? Yeah, tell him about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple months. Dad says we can't stay at our house. There's a ghost! They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. Actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't insane. Rosalina deserves better. Then invite her to your house. Don't bring her to mine. Your house being haunted. No. What fresh hell is this? Oh my god, did my dad tell you that? Actually, Pixel told me. My cat? Yes, the cat told me. It's a long story. I bet you couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, your dad's gonna be fired pretty soon, so I wouldn't be talking. Becca, I don't think you can, like, say that about other people's families. Isn't that like bullying or something? It is. Shut up, Zane. Oscar actually invited us to check it out when we saw him earlier today. It could make for a fun, non-abandoned coal mine-related activity. Just throwing that out there. There's no ghost, Stella. It'd be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. I'm still a little kid. You are. Look at the positioning. You're literally hanging out of mine with a bunch of kids that are older than you. Drinking. And you think you're not a little kid? You're all children. None of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in the exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyway. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. Don't attack her. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. Alexa seems to like her. She like defends her. I rest my case. Wait, what did you say about child labor? Not going away on this. This is between you and your dad. The two of you should talk about it anywhere that isn't here. I'm sure Oscar's doing this to protect you. He's doing this to protect you. From what? Even if ghosts were real, what would they even do? Yell boo in your face? Yeah, that's real scary. Totally justifies living in a dusty old library. Yeah, we should break in like Ghost Busted or something. Oh my god, Zane, you can ghost bust if there's no ghost. You don't know if there's no ghost. Oh, so Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. Miles, just go back to the general store. Go to work. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella Ghostbuster plays. We have finished space with a pull-out couch. I literally said that a little while ago. No one else thought of this? Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There's no ghost. I don't care. Everyone's looking around. What's happened? I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. Wash my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks, or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. What is that? Thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. And what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommyknockers for sure. Don't say that. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we gotta check it out. We gotta leave, Stella. I know, but weird stuff been happening around here the past few days. What if there's our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. We could die. You have no sense of self-preservation. I want you out of here, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. You can't come along, too. If you guys are going after this spooky, count me in. No, Zane. Nobody's going deeper into the mine. Nobody's staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please end the Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. I'd rather leave as well. Wait a second. Where three of you run off to? Yeah, where are they? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Wow, Kaneeka. Well, maybe if you weren't really scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. Or you could have stopped them. I noticed them sneak off and I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. They must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. Never been able to get these hips through there. It's probably for the best, yeah. It is. Stella, stop sneaking into my minds. You also don't want to call yourself out, Stella. I'm literally begging you. If only all tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this little mess. But no, they're just half the remnants from a bygone era. Oh, didn't you just talk about how child labor is the good old days a minute ago? Trying to get you to leave my mind. Hey, look, we're here. Becca's head pops up in the tunnel's entrance. We're not supposed to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times. Yeah, Becca says we're safe, that we're totally safe. Let's just not talk to the owner of the actual mine that you're right here, that you're in, actually. Let's not do that. Whatever, come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where the tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. Written down. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I'm not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah, do you have a problem with that? She's helping us. It works either way. I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, Londi. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure. I could never fit in that tunnel anyways. They have crossed the barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. Alright, Zane, goodbye. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. You really think you have service? We'll happily escort these two knuckleheads out. Good. No, you're not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. Look at her little eyes. She really wants to do this. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine. I won't waste my time arguing. Read a lot of stories about cave rescuers needing their own rescues. Should we get some professionals down here? Stella, don't push Tabitha the boundaries. Tabitha, don't push Stella away like this. She hasn't done anything to deserve it. I'm not in the middle of this. Alright, let's do this. Sure. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Excuse me, I'm a formidable and self-sufficient monster hunting companion. She's like, I am trained for the situation. It's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night. Who knows if she will have to do any climbing. I'll see you on the other side hopefully soon. For sure, we won't be long. Cool. Can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Kaneeka, Miles, and Zane head towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. With that, I think we're going to stop here and then find our missing teens next time. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this episode, please give me a like and please consider subscribing. I would love to have you as part of this community. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.